And we are live. Could you hit that, turn that TV on? What up, though? What up, though? What up, though? And welcome to another episode of the Retired Hood Rat Podcast. We are live on Detroit is Different After Dark, even though it's in the morning. Retired Hood Rat stuff in the morning after dark. Make sure you tune in. We are live on YouTube. Comedian T-Barb is the YouTube channel, and I am so excited because today we have an awesome and amazing show. We're going to talk Detroit. We're going to talk dating. We're going to talk the Detroit entertainment scene, as well as, you know how we get down. We're going to do our inspirational word of the day. We're going to do our hood rat prayer, but we also have a special. You know what I'm saying? You know how it be when you got that special guest in the building. I am so excited. We got my homeboy Diesel in the building.
What up, though?
Say what up, though.
What up, though?
Say what's up to all the ladies. The ladies, the ones. Because my sister is so excited. She watches all of your movies. We gonna get into that.
I appreciate that.
It's like she like, hey.
Hey, sis.
Let make sure. Okay, so I need you to do something special. I need you to say, what's up, Mary? Say hey to Mary.
What's up, Mary? Where's Mary?
That's my sister.
Oh, what up? What up, Mary? How you doing?
Give her a special shout out before we get the show started. You know how we do. I always like to start the day off with something inspirational, only because today is Monday. It's the beginning of the week, and we all know that we go through so many challenges. I mean, like so many challenges throughout the week. So I believe in starting our Monday off fresh, okay? And also just talking about issues that we're tackling, especially since it's 2022. Some people made resolutions. Did you make some resolutions? No? Okay,
no,
none.
I don't do that, no.
Okay, well, some people did. But what I want to talk about in the word of the day today is prayers, but also believing that what you pray for will come true, okay? And being ready for that, okay? Be ready for answered prayers. So many times we go into it, we're praying, but do we really believe that those prayers will come true? Are you walking in your purpose? Are you walking like you know that these things are coming true? Or are you just talking the talk and hear yourself talk? I'm going to say that one more time. Are you walking in your purpose? Are you praying and believing it? And then also, are you ready? Because sometimes you pray for things and you're not ready for the response. Maybe you pray for God to put better people in your life, and next thing you know, you and your best friend into it.
Maybe you need to be a better people.
Maybe you need to be a better people. But I'm just saying, when you pray for things, you have to be ready.
Not you, Bob.
Oh, yeah. I know, not me. You know what I'm saying? I'm A1 from day. I'm the Ayanla of the ghetto. You know what I'm saying? I'm ready. I've been in the trenches.
You what?
I'm the Ayanla of the ghetto. I'm getting it in. This is my Ayanla. Get my Ayanla on. But that's what I'm saying. We have to be ready when we ask God, the universe, Hishnu, Allah, whoever you pray for, or the universe or yourself. But when you expect things to happen and you put those things out into the universe, you have to be ready for what's to come. And you have to be prepared. That means if he removes some people, or she remove, or you or the universe remove some people from your life, then you have to be ready for that. You have to accept that. I'm so sick of so many times we pray for things, and then when we get them, we not prepared. We not ready. We don't understand. Sometimes some lessons are very hard. So the word of the day is make sure not only that you're praying for things, but that you knowing and believing and understanding that those things will come true, and also being prepared. Sometimes it's hard. It's not always easy to get what you asked for. That's why they always say, be careful what you ask for, because sometimes God may put you in a bad position to put you in a much better position. Sometimes you may have to take 3 steps backwards to take 10 steps forward. At the time, you may not understand, but if you just following your path and understanding that what you prayed for is coming to fruition, and these are the steps to get you there, then you're going to be in a better position. So I want everybody in a 2022 to understand that sometimes the bad things that happen to you may be for your own good, and to understand that when you pray for something, because I know you know, be ready for it to come. Stop praying and not believing it's going to come. That's why it's not happening for you, because really in your heart, you really don't believe it's going to happen. So that's my word of the day. Dun, 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 dun. Where the church at? The organs. Dun, dun.
Right.
You would have thought I was a little PK.
Right.
But I wasn't. I'm from Joy Road. I'm a CK, a crackhead kid. So we gonna move on, and then after that, of course, we always give back to the universe. We do our hood rat prayer of the day. I do that because sometimes I get a little ghetto, so I want to start my day grounded. And it, like I said, it's not about what deity you pray to or who you say. It's just about putting some positive into the earth. So we're gonna break it down like this: Dear God, and that's whoever your God is. And it don't bow your head and start praying if you're driving. Because I ain't got time for nobody to have no accident and then be like, T-Barb, I was watching the Retired Hood Rat podcast, listening live on YouTube, comedian T-Barb, and then this happened to me. So I don't want you to feel like that. I want you to know, only bow your head if you can bow your head. Okay, let us bow our head. Dear God, we are thankful for today. We are thankful that you woke us up. We are thankful for every breath that we take. And no matter how hard things get, we will not deviate from our path, God, because we know that we are chosen to do certain things and you will direct us in that path. We ask that you open up our hearts, our minds, our vision, so that we can take hold of the greatness that is inside of us and not worry about what other people have to say, what they have to think. Just make us strong to get through life. Make us strong to handle all the adversity and give us the strength, the knowledge, and the tenacity to keep going and to make the right decisions. Because we know that if we trust in you and trust in our first mind, that things will work out. In your name we pray. Amen. I'm a preacher.
Wait, what made that a hood rat prayer?
It's a retired hood rat prayer, really, because don't forget relapse a part of recovery. Okay. So I do little, but I'm gonna explain to the people why I'm a hood rat. So you are tuned into the Retired Hood Rat podcast live on Detroit is Different. Don't forget, every Thursday you can tune into us. We're on all platforms: Spotify, Apple Music, Google Play. Make sure you go and you click like, because I'm lit. And I'll be bringing the littest people in the city down here in this voice. So make sure you listen to past episodes. Make sure you follow me on YouTube, Comedian T-Barb, because it's free. I hate when people don't want to do stuff that's free. You know what I'm saying? It's free. So anyway, before I get off on my little tangent, we have a special in-guest studio guest. Not in-guest. That's them edibles. Them edibles got me. I'm sorry. Let me slow down because I thought I was on Good Morning America for a minute. Let me slow down.
Morning?
Yeah. On my toast. Life is hard. Okay. I need some help. If anybody dispensary want to sponsor this show, call me. T-Barb Entertainment at gmail.com.
Do what?
Call me. Little sponsorship. You want a little chunky girl to wear your little t-shirt? I got you. Matter of fact, shout out to my boy Marco. So stupid Marcus. I don't know if he's looking. He a new comedian. He gave me a shirt that say, bitch, you doing a good job. And I think I'm doing a good job, so I put it on. Okay. So y'all ready? Let's kick it off. First off, it's an honor to have you in the building. Right? It's Kamel, right?
There you go.
I said, listen, because I know my phonics. It's Kamel Hassan.
Yes,
Bam. Also known as Diesel. I want to make sure that people know your government, and because you big like that now. It's even beyond Diesel. I call you Diesel because we friends. But we need
please call me Diesel.
Okay. All right. Well, that's Diesel in the building.
No, I'm saying to other people, I'd rather people call me Diesel.
Okay. All right, because they'll probably mess
They butcher my name. So
it took me like all night, and I've been knowing you for years. It took me all night. I was like, let me practice this, because if I say this wrong, it's gonna blow it. Well, we have Diesel in the building. If you don't know about him, he won Detroit's Choice Award for top actor, favorite actor in Detroit. You can catch him all over Tubi. He is a director, an actor, a producer, a radio personality. I could go on and on and on with his resume. You've seen him on Tubi, Amazon Prime. I mean, every time I turn around, you are at a movie premiere. You're doing something. You just made your directorial debut with 3 Keys.
God is awesome.
With the girl Mina Monroe. I did the red carpet. Funny movie. Make sure you go check that out on Tubi. Please. Give it up for my dog Diesel in the building. Can we get some little? Thank you. Go T-Dog.
Thanks for having me, y'all. Thank you.
Okay, so tell the people a little bit about yourself.
Oh, where do I start? I was born and raised in Detroit. I grew up in church, in the ghetto, like most of us. Played sports as a teenager, went to church as a teenager, got in the music industry as a young adult, and I pretty much did that with my brother for about 20 something years. And then um I dabbled in acting just a couple times in my life. Once as a teenager, I did a play at the very last minute. I accepted the role and killed it. And then in 2011, my sister wrote a play, and I did that. I would do stuff in church, skits in church and stuff, but not never really knowing what to do with acting, my acting ability. So I just didn't do it. And after my sister did a play, um, one of the girls in the play, one of my childhood friends, that was actually her first play. She continued to act after the play, and I could continue to do, me. So, um, when my daughter was born, I knew I had to do something different, with my
Mhm.
life, and I just didn't know what that was. And that friend kind of challenged me on, becoming an actor. And at first she would send me auditions, and I wasn't blowing her off. I just wasn't finding time to do it. And then one day she checked me, she cut into me, and we had we didn't have an uncomfortable conversation. She checked me and pretty much told me can I cuss?
Yeah.
Oh, she told me I was bullshitting. And
Bullshitting.
she like, you really can be out here making noise, and and you don't come to this, and I'm good on you. And I'm
Mm.
like, damn, okay. And she sent me audition, and I went, and God actually been taking over just from that point. That was in 2014, and I've just been taking steps to be where I am now. Started in community theater with a lot of great, talented people. Raquel Draper, Paul Johnson, um, um, uh, Tara Walker, a lot of very talented people. I went back to the roots and just started from scratch, in the community theater. And, God has been taking care of me. It's been some rough, tough days, but, we doing good now. So, yeah,
That's
I hope
what's
that's a
up.
good enough summary of that. Yeah.
No, you know what? That's amazing. And I'm gonna tell you what I love about that is the point of your friend.
Hmm.
And and you said a couple key things that I love. You said that your friend challenged you
Hmm.
and it was an uncomfortable conversation,
Hmm.
which it's okay to say that it's an uncomfortable conversation because the truth of the matter is if you really want to grow, you really don't grow in situations where you're comfortable.
Hmm.
It
Period.
really takes a little bit. So I always say, like in my book, I always say, you have to get comfortable with being uncomfortable. Because at the end of the day, that's how you challenge yourself. And think about that's a true good friend. Because
Hmm.
if she
Yeah.
wouldn't have never really tapped into that,
I certainly wouldn't be acting. I don't know what the hell I'd be doing, but it would, because for me, I I didn't see a way,
Mhm.
but it wasn't my way to see. It was me starting a journey and just starting to build something. And you know, when you're growing something, it start off in the mud with the worms in the dark. You know what I'm saying? So for me, those days were rough, but I felt like I was going through so much in my personal life. The acting was a way for me to kind of hide, like, and it's
Mm.
it and it's something that I did not know about myself. Like, so I would be ready to do all of these rehearsals, because when I did my first role, after that weekend of that play, I ended up with 6 scripts, and
Wow.
my dumb ass took them all. So it was really just like, all right, here we go, and it's really been a constant flow, month after month, every month of the year, since then. So
And when was
God
that?
is awesome, huh?
When was that?
That was January 2014.
Love it.
Mhm.
Love it. And you know what's so dope about this? I hope everybody is on the YouTube Comedian T-Bar. We are so sorry. I can't necessarily see you guys like I normally could to see that. So make sure that you go tap in with that so you can see this whole interview.
Dollface
What?
said I'll still be fucking niggas up.
Shout out to everybody that's live with us. Courtney Deacons, Dwayne Henley, my dog Big Dre, everybody on Diesel Live. Shout out to all y'all. Make sure y'all tapping in Comedian T-Bar. We a Retired Hood Rap Podcast. But you know what I love about what you saying? You keeping it so real, and I love that. Because a lot of people like to come in and step in like, oh, it was magic. You know what I'm saying? It was great. Everything was great. I didn't have any problems.
No.
Everything was great. You like, nah.
Hell
It was some
no.
dark days.
It was
It was
hard.
some times where I was like, why did I take on this? Why did I do that?
Well, for me, I was known in the city. I know a whole bunch of people that I could have called and said, hey, but that God, like I said, God is awesome. The first step I took was to Kamal Smith.
Mm.
And I, you know,
Heavy hitters.
I let him know that I wanted to act. And this is like really before I got all the way into it. And our initial conversation about it was uncomfortable because he kind of checked me.
Mm.
I said, this is somebody I've been knowing for, you know what I'm saying, over 10, 15 years through his radio career and me being in the music industry. We got a whole different dynamic relationship. And he never took this tone with me like Shakita never took that tone with me. So, and what it was for him was, you can't be no rapping nigga coming in here bullshitting with this. If you want to do this, you got to do it. And then at first, I'm like, man, this nigga hate.
That's the first thing you're going to think because you coming from a different genre. So it's a different level of respect. Well, now this is their area. You know what I mean?
Yeah. So for me in that, it made sense after a while. I was like, he right. Like, I don't want to use none of my music credibility to do this. I'm going to start from scratch. And I did. I met key people on the way to help propel me. Jazar Riches, her and Ro were very instrumental.
Yeah, shout out to Jazar. She funny. So I follow her on the gram. Girl, you funny girl.
That's my sister, yes. And she really just introduced me to a different level of work. I just, know if it was nothing against what I was doing, but I needed to elevate my career. And, in that spectrum, she told me actually the first day we met, hi, my name's Jazar. You did awesome, but can I say something to you? Like, went straight to it. I'm like, yeah, what else? She said, you can't do this no more. You got to stop doing these right now. Like, you are too talented to do this. I can't offer you the big time, but come work with what we doing. And the very next day, they invited me to do something. And that led me to working with Shantae Delon. And that led me in working with her. It was so serious for her. Every element of what we was doing.
She took it serious.
Shantae was she's so tiny, but she's so very authoritative, So she commands respect in her arena, and working with her, it really got me in soldier mode moving forward. I can't worry about nothing but what the hell I gotta do. And Jazar pulled me in that. And then working with that introduced me to Melissa Talbot.
Shout out to Melissa Talbot. I got to be an extra with her.
Yes. She basically saw my talent. She vouched for me in every room she walked in. You Diesel, you call Diesel. I'm telling you, call Diesel. And I know those conversations went on just based off of other conversations, and She was very, very instrumental, and I want to take care of all of those people I just named.
Giving
Like
them their
real shit.
flowers
Yeah, I
now.
want to take care of them. Like
Giving them,
I
and
know, they like we're gonna take care of ourselves, but I want to be in a position where I could say, "Let's do this together." There you go, a whole bunch of money. Let's do it. You
I
know what I
love
mean?
that.
Yeah.
And it's like a community. And another thing that you tapped on that I love is that when it's something that you meant to do, the
Mhm.
right people will just be there. You won't even know how they there. You will go to a party
God is
and the
awesome.
right people will just be right in your
God is
path.
awesome.
So all of the people that you named, that's because first off, work ethic is so important. I
Mhm.
think a lot of people don't understand work ethic. Really trying, honing in on your craft, which is something you took serious, but it was just meant for you, brother.
Mhm.
It was meant
I
for you.
agree.
I mean, as
God
far
is
as
awesome.
personality wise and all that, it was really meant for you. And that's how God laid it out for you. Shout out to my girl Callie. She said, "Are you single?" they on here trying to
I
choose.
don't know. She got to ask my girlfriend.
Oh, okay. He says so they are single, meaning he's not single, but it sounds like if his girlfriend say it's a go, she probably gonna say hell no. But if she do, then there you go.
Y'all better quit playing.
Y'all better quit playing. We got Diesel in the building. It's the Retired Hood Rap Podcast. Make sure that you go on YouTube. You want to see the whole thing live. Comedian T-Barb. That's T-B-A-R-B. You also can see us live, fan page, Comedian T-Barb, and on all platforms. So his interview will be available on all platforms. Okay, on all platforms this Thursday. We drop new episodes every Thursday. So let me ask you this. You talked about the journey. I know that you have movie after movie after movie dropping. Have you ever did a sex scene in a movie?
Yeah.
Okay, let's talk about your first sex scene. How does that go? Because I'm always so interested in that when it comes to acting and being able to separate that. And of course, that's what the people want to know. They want to know all the juicy details. So, can you tell us a little bit about that? What movie was it? How was it? Was the girl bucket naked or just a little naked, or when you thing out? Tell us about it.
Well, I've had two. The first one was it was supposed to be a sex scene, but um they changed it at the last moment, and it was just an oral sex scene. So that was in He Said, She Said.
Okay,
Um,
and I love that movie.
yeah, very, very good movie.
It is very good. Shout out to Dennis Reed.
For me, sex scenes it's all a part of my job. So that's how I look at it. It's really about wanting to come across authentic. Nothing worse than watching an awkward sex scene. So for me, the first thing for me in my experience is I just want to touch base with the female actor, and you know what I'm saying, just make her comfortable with it, with what has to be done. You know what I'm saying, and let her know that it's strictly professional. So it's really work. At the end of the day, you want to sell the scene. You want to make what you're doing look and feel believable. So yeah, it's work. It's work
It's work.
because you know that shit don't always blow over well. On camera and behind the camera. You- people's significant others can't really deal with that type of stuff. So
Has that ever been an issue for
it,
you, as
it
far
has.
as, because that's something, so that's taking us over into our title anyway. I wanted to talk about dating. First off, dating in Detroit, dating in the industry, online dating. I know that that's sometimes an issue, especially I'm a female comedian, so it can be really rough dating. Detroit, that's a whole nother layer of difficulty. So you add being an entertainer in the industry that's on set for 16 hours, that may have a show pop up, that's out late, that's maybe talking vulgar, or like you say, you may have a sex scene or have a role that's not really who you are. Can you talk about that? Have that ever been an issue for you in a relationship or dating?
Yeah,
The fact that you acting and
Hell yeah.
doing these scenes.
Hell yeah, all of it. Yeah, I'm working with a lot of beautiful women, a lot of
Yes,
popular
you
women.
are.
Yeah, a lot of popular women. a lot of talented women, a lot of women that got a lot of stuff going for them, and it's I mean, you know, the main thing when you know, you want to put your feet in somebody else's shoes. So I can understand the discomfort to a certain extent, but you know, it's just really important in all relationships to just be mature about what the fuck we dealing with. Like, you know, like this is my job, this is her job. You know what I'm saying? That goes for any relationship.
So do you think you would have to date, and like I said, I don't know, not getting on, I don't know, you know, about your relationship status completely, but do you think you would have to date someone in the industry that you're in to understand? Or do you go get a regular, and when I say a regular person, no, everybody is special, but you know what I mean? Someone with an orthodox job, a 9 to 5.
Either way, you got to be careful. You know what I'm saying? You know, either way, it's a situation where, again, the individual got to be secure. The fact that she do movies like me might make it even worse, because she might have her own idea. You know, it's about what you think and what, you know what I'm saying, how you really feel about your place. You know what I'm saying, in that person's life. You know what I'm saying, that and their job to make you feel like, you know, their place is substantial in their life. So it's about security at the end of the day.
Security. Security. I would definitely agree with that too. But I think for like me, I need a person that's at least an entrepreneur. Okay, you say you ain't get through it. Go ahead. No, I was going back to, I was just saying from a woman perspective in the industry, like you were saying, it may make it worse. I think that at least having an entrepreneur or somebody kind of in the industry. Do you see what I'm saying? Like, they work for themselves, but maybe not in the same industry. What you think?
Yeah, I mean, the way I think, I don't really like to profile, you know what I'm saying, at all. Because once you feel shit is supposed to be a certain way, when it don't go that way, then it's going to be a problem. So I don't really like to put expectations on people. So I don't, you know, no matter what you do in life, I expect you to be secure enough to handle that I do my job, because there's no woman in this movie industry can say we slept together. I don't get down like that. You know what I'm saying? I'm here to work. I'm here to get a job done, not play around, or, you know what I'm saying? So for me, it's all about the individual and how they respond, you know, to each situation. I don't really like, you know, putting people in the box. You know, you can be an actress, you can be a goddamn lizard trainer. Just act like you got some sense.
A lizard trainer.
I'm just saying that, you know, whatever. It don't matter.
That was still funny as hell.
I just need you to be secure in your place and help me, you know, do what I'm doing.
Whoop, there it is. Help me. Whoop, there it is. Help me. Whoop, there. Because Detroit has its own set of issues as it is. So traveling across the country, well, why would you say that Detroit is different?
This is something I observed as a very young adult. When my older brother is Trick, and we hit the road as soon as I turned 17. So I got to see, you know, what it was like out of town. You know what I'm saying? And I'm talking about everywhere: LA, Chicago, New York, Atlanta, Miami, all the big places. There's a presence about Detroit people that you really can't explain it. You can't speak on it. It's loud sometimes hearing it, but it's loud without hearing it. You could spot a person from Detroit. There's just something.
What up, dog?
So you know, and I think for certain places, the clothes will tell you where they from, but that's not Detroit. Detroit is like more of the person will tell you where they from. You can just tell. It's a confidence, even if it might be false. There's an arrogance. It's a healthy arrogance, and sometimes
it's definitely
sometimes it's unhealthy. You know, because those the motherfuckers that be in the 5 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 the
Oh, that's the
Man,
health and the
I'm sick of
arrogance.
this bitch. Man. Yeah, they from Detroit.
Oh, listen, let me tell you
they
something.
from Detroit.
It's a couple things that I say let you know you from Detroit. So here we go.
Mhm.
This a retired hood rat segment right here. You
Mhm.
know you from Detroit when you love lamb chops. Detroit, the only place where people get a baby lamb chop bones to suck on at 2 and 3 years old.
Shut the
Okay,
fuck
I ain't
up.
lying
Who
on the
get
little
that
baby.
baby lamb
Listen,
chop
kids
bone?
is eating lamb chops. I didn't see somebody say she like what she like. You know what I mean? So that's one thing about Detroit. The Cardis, even though a lot of cities have have adopted Cardis or tried to, the Cardis is the Buffs.
Yeah.
Is we know buffed up.
Mhm.
It's a Detroit thing.
Mhm.
And I'm going to say, thirdly, the ice. Detroit, the only place where the stadium do an ice can.
Yeah,
The Pistons do an ice can.
They gonna
y'all.
copy that, but it's ice everywhere. I can't just get an ice crown.
You know
to
what? Here we
Detroit
go.
now.
So I gotta.
Yeah.
It is ice. It
Yeah.
is ice.
Yeah,
it is
they
ice
go stupid
everywhere.
everywhere. That's just
But
related
Detroit,
to
Golden Sun.
yeah.
I
That's
call
just
them the Sunnies.
yeah. That's just related to our royal status that's in our blood. We love that shit because it's in our blood to shine and to show off what we are and how we do. That's what royalty do. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, I look, come through, King. King status up there. Come through, King. Come through, King. Oh my God, King status. Love that. We are in the building with Diesel. So Diesel, let them know some of the projects that you have that the people can go check out, because I've been watching Tubi. I mean, I've been highly impressed with the Detroit film industry.
Kicking ass, right?
Kicking ass. And to me, I've never been a movie buff. I'm a character now. I'm definitely a natural born actress. I don't know what's wrong with me. You know what I'm saying? My mama, she get it from her mama. But I didn't really, sometimes you don't realize, and sitting back watching and just, I'm like, damn, we killing it. So tell us what projects that we can go watch and see.
Man, it's so much, so many movies streaming. God is awesome. Amazon Prime or Tubi. You got McGraw Ave, Three Keys, Price of Love, One More Flip, Dear Future Husband. I'm sorry. He Said, She Said. He Played Me. Fakers, Strange Fruit will be streaming soon. These Men for Everybody will be streaming soon. Code of Thieves. Man, so just look at my IMDb, man. Just do that. Kamel Hassan.
Wow, IMDb is going crazy. And you just let's talk about the transition from, and if you guys don't know, you just tuning in, it's the Retired Hood Rat Podcast. Make sure that you're watching us live on YouTube, Comedian T Barb, and also on all platforms every Thursday. So we're talking with Diesel, Detroit actor, producer, director, but you just made a big directorial debut with a hit movie, this new Detroit classic. Shout out to Mina Moreau, Three Keys. Tell us about that. How was that transition from one role in the film industry to another?
It's something that God has been preparing me for. You know, God is awesome, and He'll put you in the place that you didn't know you were headed to, but He only do it when you're ready for it. You know, so for me, I always wanted to get into that, just didn't really know where that road was gonna come. You know, where that avenue was gonna come from. So I just wanted to continue to work and build up a solid reel and a solid resume, and just not even, I'm not saying not have a goal. My goal is to elevate every year, and that's been happening for me. So I really I want to be able to take dope ass vacations and then come on back to work. So I just set in motion and just to keep working. So I've been knowing Mina since like 2004, 2005. So long before any type of movies in both of our lives. Mina was actually a fucking gangster. You know what I'm saying? So that's like how she got along with me and my family.
You said she was actually a gangster.
Yeah, she was a gangster. And
I can see that for sure.
We used to use her and her homies for, you know, models in the videos and shit. They was the squad. You know what I'm saying? They mob with us. and just over the years, she go off making her name bigger, just doing her own thing. When the movie thing come back up, we click up. That's my, you know what I'm saying? That's my dog. Ain't like we lost touch. She had got into some legal trouble, and I got into some legal trouble, but we always touch base, you know what I'm saying? So when we got in this thing, it was really, just an understanding for both of us, like, yo, let's kill this shit.
Let's kill it.
Kill this shit. Like, so she been instrumental in my career too. Just advice, game. She's somebody, that I could talk to, somebody I could trust. So, when she was talking about doing her movie, I knew all about it. I knew all about the script and everything. But for me personally, if I'm doing a movie and you ask me who gonna direct it, I'm gonna say Kamal.
Okay.
Kamal Smith.
Okay.
So I didn't think that, that opportunity would I didn't even think about it.
Okay.
But we had quite a few conversations about it. And I was like, what you think about if I do it, Mom? She was like, you would do it? Like her response was like, oh shit, like, hell yeah. It was a no question. She sent me my deposit within an hour.
Oh, and you got paid up in the van. Because it be a lot of movies they don't be getting the pay. So you say came through.
Not with me.
You say, not with you in it. Let me ask you that. Speaking of, just not to change subjects, how is the transition from just showing up, being an extra, being in movies to actually running a check? How does that go? Because I think a lot of people are premature and some people are overdue.
Yeah, it's a tricky thing. It's like, ain't really no certain way to do nothing. It's a lot of people with no acting experience, but they popular. So they can get the check based off their popularity. And that's what happens a lot of the times is, in some of our movies is, it be, a big name, you know what I'm saying? And, that be the charge for the movie though. You know what I'm saying? So it's business at the end of the day, so we want to put together the perfect storm for the consumer. But for me, it's a talent thing. You know what I'm saying? You got to work your way to get that check. You know what I'm saying?
How many movies would you say? Do you think a person can come in on their first movie and get paid? Or do you feel like a person has to put in some work?
It depends on who they are and what they bring to the project. If it's their first movie and they got 200,000 followers, hell yeah, they should get paid. Because the movie gonna sell based off of, that demographic, a nice chunk of those people are gonna tap in because it's them. Like I said, so again, it's business. But if you somebody don't nobody damn know, you know what I'm saying? Then it just depends on what job they giving you. If you getting the lead role, hell yeah, you should get paid because they gonna get paid. Let's be for real. You know what I'm saying? So if it's your first movie and it's the lead role, yeah, I believe you should get paid. But if you just coming in 8th, 9th person on the call sheet, then you know what I'm saying. You can get some lunch, and if they decide to pay you, you know what I'm saying.
you get some.
I mean,
lunch.
Compensating your spoken actors is something I plan on doing. But everybody don't do it, and I can't disagree or tell nobody how to do their business. So for me, it just depends on who you are, who you working with, how much the budget. You know what I'm saying, all of that. So yeah, get into all of that.
You said how much the budget, all that. I mean, because I think that sometimes, like somebody like me, I don't mind showing up free and being an extra because I have to learn, whether I feel like I'm, you know what I mean, in some instances, but you do have to pick and choose what's worth it because you can't waste your time.
Very much.
And I know you have an example. I know it's been a movie somebody done called you in, you done wasted some time.
No, God is awesome. Again, I've done free shit. Don't get me wrong. I've done free movies. I've done free plays. Basically, it turned out being free when you think about
How much time you
how much
spend,
time,
yeah.
how much, the gas, buying food, cats want to go drink after the, you know what I'm saying,
Yeah.
after rehearsal, so all that add up. So you end up breaking even or losing, you know what I'm saying? So, but don't get it twisted, man. This is a thriving business and it's a growing business. So don't get yourself into a situation where you working for you know what I'm saying, for what you don't feel like you worth. That go for any goddamn body. How precious is how much time, how much money is your time worth? You the one to determine that, and what you do determines that. What you represent determine that. So get up and increase your bag.
Get up and increase your bag. You heard it here, right here, Retire Hood Rap Podcast, live with Diesel in the building. We talking Detroit films, Detroit movie, Tubi.
But wait, I wanted to say something about Mina because we got off of that. I owe her so much because she it's a funny story real quick. I got a video on my phone and I sent it to her where I was riding up 696 and then, we were a couple days away from shooting and it just all hit me like, you about to direct your first movie and the actors believe in you and the schedule is set and the crew believes in you and Mina believing in me, it just set the tone for the rest of my career. She gave me an opportunity that nobody else would have given me. Nobody else would have given me that. And there's nothing against them, but because all of those people had people in place. That's the only thing about me. I don't necessarily fit into a film clique. You know what I'm saying? There's nothing wrong. It's great production companies in the city. Moolah Films. So, man, those brothers putting in great work. Yeah, Blacksmith Entertainment. Lisa Brown. She just dropped These Men for Everybody. She got 2 hits on her hands. It's so many great. Street Lord Rook. It's great work being done. So it's but those people already have their directors in place. You know what I'm saying? So she gave me a chance to just grow even more, and I owe her forever, for real. I owe her forever because now people see I know what I'm doing. Because when she chose me, I found out it wasn't a popular choice, and there was a lot of people speaking out against her making that choice. So all we doing is proving people wrong.
And the movie is great.
Yeah.
3 Keys. It's available on Tubi right now.
Yes.
You also have a role in the movie. You do a cameo. Not only did you direct it, but you turn around and do a cameo in the movie as well. You know what I mean? So I mean, it is definitely one of my favorites. It's hilarious, it's funny, and it's a comedy. So let's talk about you going from, because you typically do a lot of dramas, a lot of serious roles. So it's a directorial debut, but it's also a comedy. And I'm a comedian, so I want to hear about that experience tapping into that comedy.
Well, if you know anything about me, I'm a silly person. I ride in my car, and if half of the day I'm listening to stand-up comedy. So my family is silly. My father's entire side of his family is a bunch of damn jokesters and silly people. So I said, if you look back in the history of my posts, I've been begging to do comedy.
Okay.
So for me,
now don't say that in front of me, because we got the 90s Knowledge Cafe every Monday and we got an open mic.
No, we gonna get into that. No, for real. I really want to get into it. I just don't. I'm questioning myself too much, and I just got to get in the right place.
We gonna get him on the stage, y'all. Y'all heard it here live, exclusive. Retired Hood Rap Podcast exclusive. Diesel is gonna be starting his comedy career, or at least try one time, even if it's for your birthday or something.
Fucking get up there and go knock.
In honor of 3 Keys. It's the 3 Keys comedy show. Mina, y'all heard that?
There we go.
So you did first time you made him a director. Second time I'm a partner with you. We gonna make him a comedian. Let's do it.
Let's go. Right, we bring back D Ham. Put D Jones on stage. Yeah, I guess that's
shout out to D Jones. I just did a show with him and Coco last night too.
He's an awesome dude, man. That's my guy, man. Shout out D Jones. He came in and he fucking murdered his scene,
Him
bro.
and it's Kev. So
Oh, my
Kevin
God,
Johnson, they did the
they-
Coney. Oh, if y'all gotta go watch the movie. I don't want to give
you
it all
could
the way
tell
away.
their ass 'cause
But
they should have
listen,
been went and seen it by now.
they
That's
did a
all it is.
Coney Island
Oh
scene,
my God.
and she want the healthy bitch salad.
healthy host
Oh,
salad.
the healthy host salad. That's what. Oh my God! When I say dying, Mina did a great job as far as the comedy part too and writing it.
Yes.
So let me ask you this:
Mm.
you like, and I know you gonna say, I know you because you've been very everything. Director or actor?
I would rather be the actor.
Okay.
I'm don't get me wrong. I love the whole process of everything we do. So I would do all of that shit. You know what I'm saying? If somebody asked me to come on set and do something, everything except the boom mic.
Oh, the boom mic.
I make sure those are my best friends on set because I feel so much for those guys
So
and gals.
much.
It's because there's a couple females that do it as well. So yeah, I'm making my business to be cool with them because I couldn't imagine fucking doing this for 12, 14, 16, 18 hours. 20 hours if you work with Moolah Fam.
Listen. And for people who don't know about the boom mic, if you're listening to the Retired Hood Rap podcast, this is your boy Diesel. If you're just tuning in, the boom mic it's a big microphone. It's long and it's heavy and they actually hold it. So for people who only watch movies and never been on a movie set, because they got to understand this. A lot of people don't understand this. It's you thinking it's just all technology and people just have mics on them. They have those mics called lapel mics, correct?
Live
mics.
Yeah.
But they also have a guy who's standing over holding a big, long, heavy microphone the whole time.
Yeah.
So when people are talking, it's actually a microphone being held above them. And those people are called booms, and they are literally holding that. So you can see their muscles bulge out. Like when you on set, you can see the vein popping out their arm.
Shout out Shamar Avery. He one of the boom guys in the Moolah.
Shout out Shamar Avery.
Yeah. Some days they catch him, hey, here, hold this. Some days they have him on the boom situation, bro. Those brothers work hard and they work together. Yeah.
I'm talking about, but they be on the boom. And then on top of that, the boom person usually is also grabbing everything for everybody. So being on a film crew is not easy. Most people don't know. What's the average time when you're doing a movie? How long are you on set?
It's gonna at least be 12 hours. It's gonna at least be 12, 13 hours. A lot of camera crews. You don't really want to overwork your camera crew. So a lot of companies get into 14, 15. I've been on some 16, 17, 18 hour sets. So, yeah.
16, 17 hours. So that's why I say make sure y'all supporting these movies y'all on Tubi, because this ain't easy. And I think people see the finished product. That's why I like to talk about the behind the scenes, because all people see is they go watch the movie, they watch that hour and a half, they see that polished hour and a half, they see that light, and it took months, and then they had to edit it for months, and then they had to go back and do this scene, and then it's paperwork.
You have to love it. If you don't love it, then it's not gonna work. It's not. You're gonna hate it. It's gonna every moment is gonna torture you. So for me, like I said, I love to be on set. I understand every tedious moment is critical to making the film. It go from hair, makeup, light, food. It's just everything that go into making it all work, and I love it all. But if I'm gonna be honest, being an actor is easy because I came up on stage and stage play. So once I rehearse something once, I'm pretty much good to go. And it don't matter what it is. So rehearsing multiple times and then getting the opportunity to do it multiple times on set, it's really an easy job. It's just you just need a lot of patience.
it's easy if it's meant for you
There you
too.
go.
You
There
know,
you
because we were just talking about that.
I
Now
just
I want
make that shit
everybody to
look
see
easy, don't
it's
it?
easy, and that you tapped on something else I love. Cause you like it's easy, hell yeah. Nothing to get up there like, why did he lie?
Right.
He lied.
It's
I'm
easy. I'm
tired.
sorry. It is. It's
I'm
easy
I'm
to
hungry. I'm
You're right.
all of
It's
these
easy.
things. It's easy if you love it. So, but what I want to say that you tapped into is I just wish, just like you have, just like I have, I just wish on everybody you finding what it is that you want to do. Because like you say, you could sit on set for 17 hours and be hungry and talk about it all day because you love it.
Mhm.
So once you find something you were designed to do, that
Mhm.
that changes
And
the game, man.
that's why God is awesome, because
God is awesome.
it found and it grabbed me, and it you know, until I got it all the way in the fold. You know, it's nothing I'm doing on my own. This is all God's work. You know, so, and this is what I'm supposed to be doing. This is something I found out that the year after I started acting. My grandfather went to film school, and he went did independent work with Warner Brothers, and he did a title track for a movie, and I'm like, okay, yeah,
You
I'm
must be
good.
my
Yeah,
brother.
I'm good.
You must be my brother. I swear. Do you know that after I started comedy, I found out my great grandparents was famous comedians called Butterbeans and Susie. They discovered Mom's Mabley, Step and Fetcher. My auntie didn't even choose to tell me the story until I went into comedy. She made me a binder. So it's amazing how we don't understand how our genes play a major role.
It's so much, you know.
That's crazy.
The crazy thing about Black people is just they got so much shit on our mind. It'd be really hard to get into that type of stuff and really tap into that type of stuff, because you know, not just Black people but people in general. You know, we're a culture of people, where a society of people where when somebody sees somebody doing something, a million people about to do it right behind that person. So a lot of people not really trying to figure out who they are, what they really love to do, and really having the trust and the security and belief in themselves to execute that. Because when you go tap into that, you're gonna lose my phone. My phone don't ring. You know what I'm saying? Because you know, and I don't take it personal, because I'm focused on what the fuck I gotta do. You're gonna lose friends, you're gonna lose sleep, you're gonna lose money. But in the end of the day, at the end of the day, you doing what you love to do, and you serving your purpose in it if you doing it right. So for me, it's worth it. It's worth every sacrifice. And I could say that today. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes I get lonely being by my motherfucking self, but guess what?
So he
I'm
is
fucking
single, y'all.
I'm just saying, I'm just saying I live by myself. You know what I'm saying? So and then I I only take care. If you're not calling me about taking care of no business, or you ain't calling me about my daughters or my son, I don't know what we talking about. And I'll make it clear, I don't have time for that nonsense. So it's gonna be about business, or we not talking.
Period.
Yeah. But you know, I was born by myself, and I'm gonna die by myself, and I'm taking these breaths and these motherfucking steps by myself. So being lonely shouldn't be what you should be afraid of, because everybody can't be great. So you better make up your mind. Are you gonna be one of them great motherfuckers or not?
Period. Now that right there is gonna be hard either way. Which hard do you want? Shout out to Andre Adams. Shout out to my dog Caution Fly High. Also, Gary Everett also said Black folks had to laugh to keep from crying.
That's a wild guy, boy.
He said somebody say he call you all the time for business. You don't answer. Don't be using my live and my show to be getting in contact with people.
Tell him,
don't
be using your live for lies. You ain't called me. What you talking about?
Gary said you
called me for some crab legs when I had the motherfuckers on deck. Yeah, talking about he called me.
You say you gonna lie on the live, not on my live.
My number been the same for 11, 12 years, bro. Yeah, hit me up.
Shout out to everybody watching live on YouTube. Thank you so much. Sorry, I would love to respond to you guys' comments, but we'll come back on there. Don't forget YouTube comedian T Barb. That's YouTube comedian T Barb. Also on all platforms this Thursday, you're gonna be able to catch the full interview. So if you saw clips on Diesel's YouTube, on comedian T Barb YouTube, I've been on different platforms throughout the day. You can listen to the whole interview as many times as you want this Thursday. Quick, we have our news you may or may not be able to use segment on the Retired Hood Rat podcast. Real quick, let me ask you this. And it doesn't matter what your answer is. So whether you guys know it or not, this is my chance to be the NPR of the ghetto. I was the Ayanla earlier. We had the amazing. We done learned so much. And I can't wait. Diesel, you definitely got to come back on the show.
Let's go.
News you may or may not be able to use today. Did you know that they are attempting to change the requirements for what is considered fully vaccinated from just 2 shots and a possible 2 boosters to 5 booster shots altogether? Well, it's 5 shots altogether. It'll be 2 shots and then 3 booster shots to be considered fully vaccinated. What are your thoughts on that? Because that's what they're trying to do. That's Moderna. Don't forget, this was Moderna's first vaccine that they've ever been approved for, and technically is still considered a clinical trial. So don't forget with the vax, whether you vaxxed or not, I don't have anything against that. Do what you have to do to keep yourself safe, to keep your immune system, whether you do it or not. But how do you feel about the continuation of the changes? Also, in news you may or may not be able to use, health officials are sending unvaccinated workers who test negative home, but allowing vaccinated persons who test positive to stay at work. Any thoughts on the new booster requirements in this segment of news you may or may not be able to use?
I want to talk about the bigger picture. When are we going to hold these people accountable for these lies and these changes of these rules and stipulations? And okay, when they get to fire, back in the day, you only needed 1. Now you need 2, 3, a booster. Now you need 5. Then when you get to 5, then what? Oh, oops. I'm waiting on them to say oops at any moment. And my problem is we got a nice chunk of people who believe every lie they tell, everything they say. It's a nice chunk of Black, white, Chinese, every race that believe everything these lying people, these the same lying motherfuckers told us milk was good for us. So what are we talking about? Milk ain't been no good from you from the day you drank it if it wasn't from your mama breast. What are we talking about? So when do we push the line? When do we say, wait, hold on? Enough of what y'all doing, because they green light everything. Look at your food, the canned goods. Look at everything we consume every day. When we gonna stop? We not, because they got so many people programmed, and those are the masses. Those are the people who walk around with the vaccination like the vaccination is a badge of honor or it's a fucking gold medal. You don't know what that shit doing to your body. You believe what they telling you. So I know it's a personal decision, but for me, I just don't like it. Just how they controlling people's minds with this shit.
And I'm gonna agree with that. I think the bigger picture is the HIPAA thing, because now if you're made to tell this health information, that means tomorrow you're gonna have to tell all your health information. It's gonna open up a floodgate for a lot of things. So whether you choose to do it or not, I think that people should be careful with just the continuation of the changes of the guidelines. Make sure that you research what you're doing, why you're doing it, and do what's best for you. But with the changes in the guidelines, I think that everybody needs to take a step back and take a look at that.
Don't get me wrong. I understand that some people got to do what they got to do.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm not saying everybody who got the vaccine is brainwashed. But if you've taken that vaccine, you got to be feeling like some kind of way at this point. Because now they telling you need more medicine in your body that wasn't in your body before this, and you still Whoopi Goldberg triple vaxxed and got a booster, still tested positive. So what are we really doing?
What are we doing?
What are we really doing?
Especially with them sending those workers home. So just shout out to everybody who stood their ground for what they wanted to do. And that was our segment of news you may or may not be able to use. Diesel,
Yeah.
tell everybody how they can follow you, how they can keep up with you, and where they can see you next. Because they can see you everywhere, because you be everywhere. Shout out to Gemini.
Right? I know, right? Oh my God, Gemini.
Yeah, because you know he be like, I be everywhere.
Yeah,
shout out to my comedy brother,
Yeah,
comedian
he
Gemini.
do.
Don't forget tonight, 90s Knowledge Cafe. We are going live tonight. We got hot sauce straight from Chicago, Chicago's own hot sauce. You see him on Def Jam, Comic View, Laugh Out Loud, the Apollo. He's coming in town tonight to do 90s Knowledge Cafe. Don't forget, we start the show at 9:00. We also have Stellana McBride. So, and open mic at 11:00. So want to throw that in. But what can we find you at, Diesel?
Kamel Hassan on Facebook and Instagram. That's KAAMEL HASAUN. Yeah, that's pretty much it. Google Kamel Hassan, my IMDb. Look up all my movies. Shout out to the whole Detroit film industry. I forgot to tell you, man, I had 3 movies I'm directing. I'm doing January.
We want to know all about it. Tell us about
it. I'm directing Peanut, the biopic on Peanut. Shout out to
BMF.
Yeah, the BMB. Yeah, shout out to the whole BMB fam. Shout out to Dennis Reed. I'm directing a film that he's producing, and shout out to Mina Monroe. She in the lab. We about to do another one in February, March. So
well, y'all know, holla at your girl now. You know I'm funny as hell now. I want to be the next bank teller.
I think this is a drama, a thriller. I don't think this is a comedy.
I kill niggas too.
No, but
I know how to run with a knife.
And then I'm producing my own movie. Shout out to Lo, my man Lo Vincent, executive producer on Undying Love, a film written by me, will be produced and directed by me. And then I'm gonna do one in August, the beginning of August before the kids go back to school. I'm doing a family comedy, so I got you, Barbs. I got you, Barbs.
I do. I do it all. The Barbs do it all. Trust me. And shout out to our sponsor, Good Helpers Heating and Cooling, Good Helpers Entertainment. Make sure if you have any heating and cooling needs, that you go see Kip Fowler over at Good Helpers Heating and Cooling. They will get you together. Also sponsored by Loving in Our Purpose Home Help Agency. If you are in the Metro Detroit area, you have Medicaid and you need help, make sure you call them 1-800-975-5812. Once again, that's Loving in Our Purpose Home Help Agency. They got you because they got us. Make sure you tuned in to the Retired Hood Rat Podcast. I'm your girl, comedian T Barb. Make sure you follow me on the gram. I am T Barb. Also follow the show, Retired Hood Rat Mornings. Retired Hood Rat Mornings. We have clips, we have guests each and every week. Every Monday, we're live on YouTube. Shout out to everybody who's on YouTube, everybody who listens live. Don't forget, it is streaming on all platforms this Thursday. So if you want to catch the whole episode with your boy Diesel, make sure you tune in this Thursday. Detroit is Different After Dark, Retired Hood Rat Podcast, and click in.
Cheddar Boys coming soon. Strange Fruit coming soon. These Men for Everybody coming soon. The Last 24 coming soon. Playing for Keeps coming soon. Made for This coming soon. Diamond Girls coming soon. I got some more. McGraw Ave season 2.
Damn.
Oh my God, coming soon.
Ooh, that McGraw Ave. All of those movies, but that McGraw Ave, they did that.
But I can't think of them offhand. I'm sorry, y'all. I
Damn, that's about 10 of them you just fired off right quick.
I've done 25 movies in 2 years. 2.5 years. Yeah. 25 movies in 2.5 years. So
25 movies?
12 of them, 12 projects came out, and then Smoking Good is coming out, the series. Yeah, I got about 12 on the shelf. So that's why God is awesome. He got me directing because I needed to take a break from acting for a minute.
Yeah.
And do some behind
it probably make you a better actor too.
Yeah, absolutely.
To direct.
Absolutely, yeah.
But we gotta
God is awesome.
Listen, y'all, we gotta get Diesel back. We definitely will. We thank you so much for stopping through the Retired Hood Rat Podcast.
Apparel by Kamel Hassan. I'm sorry, I forgot that.
Look at you, get that pressure. Because I'm telling you, you applying heavy pressure out here. Don't forget to come see me every Monday at 90s. Tonight, meet me at 90s Knowledge Cafe. Every Monday, meet me at 90s Knowledge Cafe. Tap in. Come tap in with your girl. I'm talking about it's funny. It's going down. Yeah, they got the best fried chicken, the best fried fish. Sweet potato fries, waffle fries. It's 71 Oakman, Highland Park, Black-owned business.
The damn book stuff.
Shout out to Mama 90s. Shout out to Kiava, Takara, my whole team 90s. DJ Always Believe. DJ Jungle. I love my team 90s. Thank y'all so much for honoring me, for having me there. I appreciate y'all. I see y'all this Monday. It's the Retired Hood Rat Podcast. I love y'all so much. It's comedian T Barb, Diesel in the building. Thank you for stopping through. Producer Tara, Essence of Tara.
T-Dog.
That's T-Dog. And we out this mother bitches. Until next time, I love y'all. Clap for your goddamn self. Sexual chocolate. So damn silly.
Damn, my hair is hot.
Yeah, hell yeah. You're sweating.